How is kicking women off of health care who get Medicaid lowering the cost of living? So I know that these things are distractions that we're talking about, but why won't Donald Trump deliver on his promises? Because he lies. That's why. They're doing nothing to support the American people.
Why would or should the American people trust Democrats to lower the cost of living after the last 4 years?
We have created more jobs.
No, cost of living. You brought it up. You said Trump's not delivering. I just want to know why we should trust Democrats who skyrocketed inflation. Why would I trust you?
I don't think it's
All right, folks, buckle up because things got fiery on the CNN panel. Picture this, a heated showdown, voices clashing, and tensions soaring as arguments fly back and forth. At the center of it all, Scott Jennings, the lone Republican voice in the room, standing his ground and taking the Democrats to task on their promises to bring down the cost of living. It was a battle of words you won't want to miss.
I mean, Governor, it would be one thing if it were just the back and forth on the tariffs, but the overall picture is starting to look very bleak. I mean, tomorrow we will get some numbers, and there are flashing red signs everywhere that those numbers could be quite grim. If you're a Republican, and I hear all the time, Republicans are supposed to be the party of stability and confidence, and you'll want to invest in the United States. That's not the message that businesses are
He's playing the long term, and I think he's doing it actually pretty smartly. We knew tariffs were going to come. They're going to keep coming. They're going to keep going. He's going to use them for leverage on various things. If you have a president that only worries about the stock market tomorrow, it's not... Because he's not worried about the immediate per se. He's worried about the long term, making sure America is strong for the world.
But
because that's what brings world peace and drives
the logic of this. If he wants tariffs, why not just put the tariffs in and stick with it? Why go back and forth all the time?
Because he's going to go not just back and forth with countries. He's going to go back and forth with specific industries, with different areas. It's about using leverage. He's going to talk about fentanyl when it comes to Canada, Mexico, and China. He's going to talk about opportunities as we get peace eventually with Ukraine and Russia, opportunities in leveraging Europe, making sure Europe's doing their piece.
Tuesday and today, from Canada and Mexico, that is the utilization of leverage, as you just laid out.
Well, again, those discussions are constant. He doesn't do this just in a complete vacuum. The discussion is constantly moving back and forth. He was very clear trying to make a point that there's a heck of a lot of fentanyl coming over that.
For CNN is buzzing. And for good reason. Scott Jennings goes all in, calling out the Democrats on their broken promises, sparking a fiery debate that's more than just political drama. It's about trust, accountability, and your wallet. But wait, love bold takes and real talk? Hit that subscribe button. Done? Awesome. Now, back to the action. Tariff showdown begins. Jennings takes center stage, zeroing in on Trump's tariff strategy. The room is tense, every word hanging in the air. A game of chess, Jennings doesn't see tariffs as just economic tools. They're strategic moves in a global chess match. And according to him, the U.S. better start playing to win.
Reindustrialization, but boy, it's a tough thing to do. You have to do it carefully.
I think Biden's industrialization strategy was to industrialize more government. I mean, a lot of jobs created government during Biden.
America brought back a chips industry in 18 months.
And what was the announcement this week? That a chips maker from Taiwan is opening up a massive operation in Arizona. What was the auto industry announcement this week? That Honda is putting a plant in Indiana. $1.7 trillion already in announcements from this administration on investing in the U.S. economy. I agree with you, what you said earlier. Reindustrializing, juicing American manufacturing, it is a worthy goal, and that is the mission of the tariff plan. He strongly believes in tariffs, and if they're slapped on over a long period of time, we'll see if he's right.
But
the governor,
it's one tool.
The governor is exactly right about it.
You guys are defending a tariff strategy that's actually not being put in place.
It's not a strategy.
The tariff strategy that you're describing is Trump saying, I believe in tariffs, carte blanche, let's just put them on there. But what he's actually doing is saying tariffs one day, no tariffs the next day. Tariffs one day, no tariffs the next day.
He's trying
if he really believed in what you are saying, he would just stick with his strategy, and he's not doing it.
He's trying to find the sweet spot with countries and industries. And he said today there will be no more extensions past April.
However, Scott Jennings didn't just defend tariffs. He called them a smart, strategic tool. In his view, they protect American industries, strengthen national security, and give the U.S. leverage in trade deals. It's like chess. Sometimes you sacrifice a pawn to capture the queen. And honestly, he made a compelling case. Not everyone on the panel was convinced. Some criticized Trump's tariff strategy as erratic. One day they're in, the next they're out. But Jennings pushed back, arguing that unpredictability isn't a flaw. It's a tactic. Keeping allies and rivals guessing, he said, helps America stay in control. Governor Chris Sununu jumped in, saying that while the economy looks shaky now, tariffs could help rebuild American industries in the long run. His stance? Short-term struggles for long-term gains. Abby Phillip and others weren't sold. They warned that the economy isn't a place for trial and error. But to Jennings and Sununu, this wasn't just a risk. It was a necessary step toward economic strength. The debate isn't over. Tariffs are controversial, complex, and impact everyone. So what's your take? Smart strategy or reckless gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments.